And he's got that one crease on his forehead. Just one. And he never furrows his brow. You just see that one crease. He's got a scar on his cheek. It comes down like halfway down his jaw. And you wonder how such an invincible, abominable man can get such a scar. And he says, I self-inflicted it to see what blood looked like when it came from my veins. Holy shit, that's metal as hell. He's like, oh no, that's not even the closest to the metal thing. And he never tells you what's closer than that to being the most metal thing ever. He leaves you wondering, like, is this the most metal thing he can possibly do? No, it's not, because he said so. You never know. You never know. Because he just sits there, and he sits there, and you're like, Victor, please, you Norse Viking god, tell me. And he's like, point to the stars, motherfucker. And he's like, what? What the fuck does that mean? I'm pointing, what? And you never, and then he just fucking, he goes on to his fucking ship, you know, Captain Morgan style, he sails off into the wind, and then fucking goes down like I-55, and he's like, what's up, bitches? Like, all the cars, like, the cars barely touching, but they explode into gigantic fucking fireballs, and like, oh my god! Like it's like, ding boom! Ding boom! And then like you see like a semi-truck, and it's just like, it just fucking runs over that semi-truck, it's just crumpled like paper. And you're like, why didn't that explode? And then you look back, like 10 seconds later, boom! What? How come that didn't happen right away? And there's nothing you wonder. You just wonder about Victor. You always just wonder. He's a man of mystery and intrigue. And then you wonder, why is one of the skulls a Pez dispenser? Like, that is the most random thing. But it is. He just kind of goes like, oh, I'm hungry, there's no mutton. And he's like, click. And it's like, Pez. And you're like, what? And it's infinite Pez. It just reloads itself. Because he never goes to the store to buy Pez. How awkward would that be with a fucking 8.5 foot tall man? Oh, I need some Pez. You can't. And he's like, I can't have, you know, it just doesn't work. It's like a Batman utility belt, actually. You know? He's like the Norse god, you know, 9 foot tall fucking Batman utility belt motherfucker. He's got like a tape measure in one, just so he can measure the size of the mutton he's about to eat. Because he goes to those burger eating contests like, oh, I'm gonna get on the wall of fame. And then like, because he's like halfway like Scottish and halfway Australian, but all the way Nordic Viking. His accent changes with the winds. Oh, the wind is blowing to the east tonight, so I'm gonna be like this. And you're like, okay. Because you don't want to question that. You're like, where are you from? Oh, I don't know where I'm from. I go where Callisto takes me. And you're like, the fuck is a Callisto? That sounds badass. You never know. You think, oh, I'll look that up. But he deleted all the fucking Google entries. It's like, fuck. Well, there he is, you know, this 10 foot tall abomination of a man. You know, he wants mutton. Yeah, eating his mutton. And he's like, fuck, I'm cold. So he just fucking grabs a tree, uproots it. Redwood tree, by the way. Those fucking gigantic hell. People are driving their cars through, and all of a sudden it gets uprooted. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh, it's Victor. He's cold. Okay, that makes sense. He just like taps it, and it turns into fucking like logwood. Or like firewood or whatever. And all like perfectly cut and all that. Every cut's perfect. Every piece of wood is perfect. There's no bad piece of wood because it bends to Victor's will. That's just how things go with him. Is it? And boom! The whole redwood tree, all like 300 feet of it, boom, nothing. And that's what happens when an 11 foot tall man like Victor is just like, oh, I'm cold. And you're like, okay, that's fair. Here, I will give you my house. And he can't fit through the door, so he just like barges through like fucking Juggernaut style. It's like boom, and you do have here this stereotypical little fucking cutout of Victor, and you're like, I'm cherishing this.
Greatest 10-minute rant ever.
So what do you think? That's like, do you think that's the end of Victor's story? No, it's not even close to the end of Victor's story.
This motherfucker drinks mutton.
Yeah, he drinks mutton. He puts the mutton in his chalice, and he drinks it whole, one gulp. The biggest size of mutton he can possibly muster. And Victor doesn't listen to music or anything. Just the crunching of bones, and you know, it's a symphony of destruction, like Megadeth style. It really is. It's just it really is a symphony of destruction. All these noises, boom, this that explodes, that explodes. It's just, wow.